Today I'll be walking you through how SmartSOAR and Microsoft Sentinel have achieved a bidirectional sync between them. So the problem with MSSPs that manage multiple individual instances of a SIEM or an ITSM is that they have to be constantly switching between these tools. But with SmartSOAR, you can consolidate all of the tickets into a single technology. But that comes with some issues. If your client is making changes on the original tool while you're also working on the same ticket inside of the SOAR, sometimes that data can contradict each other. So you need a way to make sure the tools are in sync. Here we have a single queue of incidents inside Microsoft Sentinel, and we've ingested those incidents into D3 as well. So if we go back to the investigation dashboard here, we can see the full list of incidents from Microsoft Sentinel. Incident number here is 85917, which is what we'll be looking at for this demo here. So let's say I'm the MSSP and I come into D3 and I want to start working on this ticket. Let's say I want to make a few changes to it, such as I'm going to set the status from open to in progress, and I'm going to, let's say, assign it to one of my team members here. These are two of the four synchronization capabilities we have from D3 to Microsoft Sentinel. Here we're updating the status and the owner. We can also come down to the incident notes and add a note. So let's say ticket in progress, beginning work out of D3. So I'm going to add that here, and we can see it show up in the incident form here. Now, as this is running, it'll be updating a playbook behind the scenes, and each change is going to be sending a request to Sentinel to mirror those changes here into the queue that you can see here. So let's say this one, 85917 that we're looking at, the status is now changed to active, and you can see that the owner is my colleague right there. As well, we can see ticket in progress, beginning work out of D3. So let's say now we're the client and we're working out of Microsoft Sentinel. Let's say we want to change the severity from high to medium, and then come down and write a comment that says severity changed to medium after investigation. Continued work out of Sentinel. So now we've made a comment acting as the client and we've updated some details about the incident. Let me go into the playbook and show you what's going on behind the scenes. So here in the playbook, we're using one particular feature, which is the incident triggers. Here you can see two triggers activating on incident change and on incident status change. So these trigger various workflows that are going to check for specific fields. And if they have been updated, they're going to go ahead and update both the ticket and then the comment here, for example, or the status back in Microsoft Sentinel. These workflows also have error handling built in, which is set to delay for 3 seconds and then rerun the command in case we're sending multiple commands to the same endpoint at one time, and we need to wait for one to finish in order for the other to go through. So now we can go back to the overview, and we can look at the severity, we can look at some of the details here. And then let's say we want to we want to prepare to close out this incident. So within Microsoft Sentinel, it needs some specific fields before it can be closed out. We need to understand the classification. I'm going to classify it as a false positive, and then the classification reason. So let's call it inaccurate data. So once the user has submitted this information within D3, we'll push it over to Microsoft Sentinel, and then it'll be prepared to close out. So as you can see here, some updates have been made to the incident that were reflected from Sentinel. The severity was changed from high to medium. And if we come down to see the key information here, we can look at the comment. So severity changed to medium after investigation, continued work out of Sentinel. So now we'll scroll back up and let's see, we can change the status here to closed. We can close the incident out. And this will trigger one more playbook workflow. We'll come in here, on incident close. We can follow this path right here, come down to the bottom, get close note, close Sentinel incident. We can see that it was successful. Now let's come back here. We can come to the top incident that we've been working on. We can see that it's been shifted away from our queue here. We've closed it out. Let's just make sure we can see it here. 85917. There we go. Status is closed. Classification false positive. Inaccurate data. So this is a demonstration about how two teams working inside different platforms can make sure that they're not crossing over and both of the platforms are in sync.